to do is scroll down and add a new section, add a blank section, and then I'm going to select G on my keyboard. Now what that's going to do is bring up the content grid, making it a lot easier to place and align images. Next, I'm going to add a block, select image, and you'll see here an image container appears. Now not only can I align this to the left or choose the alignment of the image to the top, I can drag it anywhere on this grid. I can also change the width or the height by pulling at the corners and adjusting it accordingly. When I'm happy with it, I can click this plus icon to add my image. So I can upload a file, select from my library, browse stock images, and there is also this option to upload from mobile if you have the app. I am going to just find a stock image, like from Squarespace's Unsplash integration. Pick this one, add image. As you can see, the image is placed in the container, but it is not the same size as the container, so we've got this space. And the reason it's aligned to the left is because we've changed the alignment to the left. If I move it back to the center, you'll see here it appears in the center. Again, we have this spacing around it. Now, if we click the pencil icon, we have a few options when it comes to resizing. The first is if you want to resize the image itself, select Edit. In the top right hand corner, you'll see an option to crop, and you can crop to your preferred dimensions. You can also do custom and adjust it that way. Hit save once you're done or cancel to discard it. And the second option we have here is to go to design. Now under design, we see fit. This means we're fitting the entire image inside the container, as you see here, but we've got the spaces in order to fit it in. We can choose to fill the container, which is going to stretch the image out to fill that container, and we can also select shape. Now with shape, it's automatically going to fit the container, but we can select this toggle on to stretch it out and fill the container as well. So if you choose a shape, that would be how you did that. You would just stretch it out that way. So if we choose to fill it here and we click off, it really is as simple as that. And again, you can keep playing around with this image container until you're happy with how it looks. Now, the great thing about Fluid Engine Editor is we can now layer images. So let's go ahead and just add another image on top of this. So I've just added the same image to make it easier, but I haven't filled the container on this one. And I'm going to drag this over. And you'll see here I can adjust the order, so I can move this backward or forward. And the reason I want to show you this is if we click on the mobile view in the top right hand corner, we now have to adjust the mobile version as well as the desktop version. So while that was sized well and positioned well and everything worked on desktop, on a mobile view, it now doesn't work. So you do have to come in here and adjust it for mobile and desktop. So here I might want to move this over. I might choose to make this bigger. Click and pull this up so we don't need those extra rows. And the great thing about having the option to adjust it on a mobile device is the desktop version isn't affected. So this looks a little bit different from desktop. If we click on desktop, it's exactly as we left it. So just keep in mind that when you're resizing images and placing them on the page and playing around with layers and things, you always come in and check the mobile view because you will have to adjust it to make sure it looks good on both